Hey folks, here we are at Headwaters Lake getting ready to launch, and hey Spencer, we're going to get a good one.
Hey, man. All right.
Hey, you're from Michigan, right?
Yep.
And what's your biggest bass?
3 1/4. That's
Well, we're gonna try to get him a bigger bass. Now you're an old Florida. You caught some big ones, huh?
Yeah. Well, not too big. Six and a half.
Okay, 6.5. Well, you know, our goal today, and it's always a goal here at Headwaters, is to catch a really big fish.
Yeah, you bet.
And so it's just dawn right now. It's the middle of October. The water's cooled off a little bit. Now, I noticed you had this zero. You had this little zero minnow. That's a good top water. That's a really good top water right there. And then, and of course, we got the old Senkos, and we got all this flipping stuff.
Oh yeah.
So we're gonna try a whole lot of different things. Let's get started. Let's get going.
You betcha. Right. We're ready to go.
$1 on the first fish, $1 on the biggest fish, $1 on the most fish. Okay, let's go, guys. A little cool today, folks. Hey, I got my little jacket on, but that's all right. We'll I'm gonna put this on my seat. They got a speed limit on this little canal for a ways, and then we could go fast.
Yeah.
I'm just trying to think of where to go. There's so many places to go. In fact, one friend of mine fishes here all the time.
Yeah, right by the
And he catches fish in this little pond, But it's deep here. I mean, it's like, well, look at it. It's way deep. So
You know, I like that you go all the way right straight to the very end. There's a nice deep.
Yeah, there is.
I've caught some nice fish in that little cove back there.
I might start. Well, it might be kind of close to where I'm talking about. I might try one little spot down here at the end of this canal on the left. It's a dynamite hole like this. It's a series of deep water. There's been some good bass hitting top water and worms.
That's the one that's like 20 some feet.
Yeah, there's 11 of these kind of places like this one that are deep places like this, and so it's. I don't know that there's plenty of fish other places, but I've seen a guy. One of my friends sat right here on the corner, and I was talking to him, and he caught a 7, a 6, and a 5 while I'm talking to him right here. And I've since tried it, and I haven't caught shit. All I catch is little ones. But he caught 3 big ones here, right here, right where the boat is.
There's probably a lot of people bring them back to the live well to take pictures, and they let them go right here, and they just stay here.
Right here. And then there's a good flipping spot.
Yeah, it's so right there.
No. Let's see.
Yeah, he's a polar man.
Oh, what you got, son?
That's a big one,
huh?
son.
That's a big one.
Number 1.
Let's see. I don't know. Here's a net.
If he gets down in there, I'm screwed. Oh, he is.
Huh?
Are you?
Oh.
He's down to that damn hydrilla.
You just have to keep pulling. There's not going to be any kind of good way to get him out. You have to pull him out.
I got pressure on him, but I think I'm going to be limited on how much I could pull. It's only 17 pounds. If he can take me over there, I'll try to.
Wow. You think he's pretty big, huh?
Maybe 4 or 5 pounds.
Yeah, he's pretty nice one.
But he's tangled.
But he hit
up
a wacky rig, right? That's a wacky rig.
Yeah.
That's the good one of the day. You had a couple more strikes.
You can get rid of the top, and I'll try to.
Where'd he go?
He's
down in there.
Damn, he went straight down.
Oh wow.
I probably may not get him out. There he goes. He's
coming up now.
He's coming up
now.
He's coming up.
He's just about.
You see my line, Spence?
Oh yeah. There he. Oh, good one, son. Hey, look at that. Nice one.
3 pounds.
That's a good bass. Hey, son. Now we're talking. That's a decent one. Yes, sir. Look at that guy. A nice big fat one. Nearly 5 pounds. Yeah. That's really cool.
I'm going to show him what we got on.
Oh yeah. You got a little wacky rig on there.
Yeah, there's a little wacky rig.
You know, I love fishing with guys like yourself. You guys know what you're doing. So often people don't know what they're doing, and you do. That's a cool deal. Sure, yeah. Let's see what kind of rig that is. That's really a
I don't
good rig.
want to not hurt him, you know. But.
Yeah. It's out. And it didn't hurt him. He didn't bleed. And look at that little hook deal.
Yep.
Isn't that something? A little bitty wacky rig on a little. Is that a 5-inch Senko?
Yeah, that's a 4-inch.
4-inch Senko.
And it's actually I had 2 other bites prior to that, so obviously this thing is the deal.
Here, I'll give you this fish back. You can let him go. Decent one. Well, that's a good way to start. Okay.
Don't let him go yet.
Yeah, that's a pretty one. That's a pretty old little fish. But anyway, guys, a good way to start the morning, huh? Decent bass. That's a nice one. Wacky rig paid off. We're trying a whole bunch of stuff. Here's the thing. Every day is a different day. Come out here on Headwaters. Okay, right now the Wacky rig, they got the first couple strikes. Sometimes this is a regular Senko. Sometimes it's a chatterbait. Sometimes it's a frog. You just have to. I mean, that's the thing about bass fishing. You never really know exactly what's going to happen. You just have to try a lot of different combinations. Uh-oh, here's something right here.
I thought I had another one.
Well, that was probably my deal. Okay, that was a jig. Okay. Well, let's start another little conversation here with what's going on. And, I was throwing a swim bait, and you're throwing a Wacky rig. Yeah, the Wacky rig is beautiful. I'm gonna pull you back at that same spot.
Yeah, because that's the third action I had in there. I had two other little. They're little, but there might be a little school right off that point of that canal.
Yeah, you might be a couple big fish. There's a strike. Okay, what do I got here, son? Yeah. Couple pound bass. Yeah, little Senko time. Yeah. Okay. Okay. Yeah, see, I didn't have the camera on. See? Get it on now.
Way over there, right there, perfect.
Oh, that's perfect.
Yeah, get you some of that. I'm gonna bring one in from over there, and there he is.
You got him?
I don't know if I'm gonna get to keep him or not, but
You get him?
well, he's launched down underneath
Keep pulling.
the stuff.
Keep that pulling. Pull him out.
Keep pulling, see what he chooses to do.
Yeah, get him out. Yeah. Oh, that's a good bass.
Nice
That's
bass.
a nice bass. Yeah, that's a good bass.
I'm gonna bring him right to you. Here he comes, coming in.
That's a good one. Yeah.
Nice. Nice.
Way to go, son.
There you go. Nice.
There you go.
It's a dandy.
Decent one.
Probably 4 pounds, 3.5
Senko,
pounds.
yeah. Senko time.
Senko deal. Senko deal.
Senko time.
Cody Mayo.
He was right off that point that we saw the action there, guys.
Yeah. Get it?
Yes. Yeah, I love it. Yeah, that's nice. Right off that point where I saw that little bubble.
Yeah, that's perfect.
There's got to be a little school in there. There's another one.
Get him? Get another one?
Yeah, man.
Big one?
Well, unless it's weeds that he's been, but god damn, he's pulling hard. It's a nice
you get
fish.
it. Yeah.
Check that dude out. Another 3-pounder, 4-pounder.
That's a nice one. Yeah, boy.
He's a little one. He's a little fighter though.
Yeah, boy, he's a good one.
Come here, little guy.
See the camera?
Yeah.
You gotta kind of come up something. Okay. No, you just, yeah, you go ahead.
Don't make a show. Don't make too much of a show. All right, get in that point, Spencer. Off that point. That point's loaded up right now.
It is. Loaded up. Senko time. You can't beat the Senko.
Yeah, man.
That Senko. Day in and day out.
Yeah.
You just can't hold it. Right here, I've seen them schooling here.
Well, they're schooling right there. I can guarantee that. It's like every cast. You got one? Dude.
You got one?
Missed him.
You missed him?
Yeah. He bumped it pretty good though. Little guy probably.
Oh, hey, look God. Look at that guy.
son.
Look at that guy.
Yeah,
It's
There's a
big.
hogger.
Get you.
He just came right up and slurped it.
Oh, is he on?
He's still on. We're just gonna have to get over the top of him again because he went down deep in there.
Big fish.
Yeah, you see the line streak there. That's a hole. Okay, get me over it. You got my pole?
Yeah.
Oh, no, he come on.
Golly, that was another big one.
That was a big one. That's a
That was
big
the
one.
biggest one.
Incredible,
Well, folks, I
guys.
just can't believe this. You know, here we are. We just reached the end of this pond. You just lost a monster of at least 4, maybe 5. That one that you just lost
Been a
was
5
bigger
or
than that. It was probably.
5 or 6 at least.
It was
the way
a good bass. It
Good
was
chunk.
a really good, solid, big bass.
Just hiding right here. In this.
We've lost 3 big fish, and we just can't seem to hook them up.
Well, they're getting that hydrilla in there. She did the same thing that one did this morning. We just go straight down with it. There you go. Bring me a big one. There you got one. Nice. Little 2.5 pounder.
Yeah. I'm on a swim
He was
jig.
right on that freaking edge.
I got a swim jig bite.
There you go.
That's a good deal. Swim jig bite. Finally, maybe the fish are going to start turning on.
Oh yeah, look right where you cast. There's a big bubble.
Oh yeah. He ate that swim jig. That was a reaction strike and a half. It's a little Senko. I got the Senko on a little 5/16 ounce head. And he hit it right away. In other words, it hit the water. I threw it and it hit the water. I mean, he had it. It was just like it must have landed on top of it.
Have the right thing on it out there now. It's probably too big.
That's your favorite point.
Yeah, this is my favorite point. Look at a feed right there. Feed in there. Look at that right there. Drag that baby through them guys. There's gotta be one. 2 for here.
Okay, folks, look what Eddie just caught. The camera was off, and Eddie, what a nice big old 4 or 5 pound bass, and you caught it right out of these hyacinths right here.
Yeah.
Which you took a flipping stick, right?
Yeah.
And just that big old flipping weight right here, 2 ounce,
Ounce and a half.
1 ounce and a half
tungsten.
weight. Just a big old ounce and a half weight.
Smell knob
And
with a
that-
VMC.
Yeah, smell that, right?
Yeah.
When how did he hit? What happened?
He just was very subtle.
Okay.
Just
went
a
right
minute it went down.
right
in there.
down
He
those
He
hyacinths.
just put it
If
in his
you-
mouth and swallowed it, but
Just right in the middle of that.
jacked him right in the top. So it's,
Yeah. Well, hey, well, you know, Spencer, you lost. This is another thing. We didn't show it. We were kind of upset about it, but you had a great big one on the boat.
Yeah,
you
he had a
had
big
one.
one,
He
yeah.
had one
Probably
seven
bigger than that,
bigger than that one. And your drag was so tight.
Yeah.
It finally. Go ahead. You can let him
I'm
go.
gonna go ahead and let him
The drag was so tight it finally broke Spencer's line.
Yeah.
Big old braid. It was about a 20 or so pound braid, and it was just a real big one. And that's the second one you broke off.
Second one.
So, and you had another big one on. I had another big one on. So we had like 4 big fish, and we only caught like a couple medium sized. We just didn't catch the big fish.
Caught
But
a
we
lot
had
of smaller fish.
we had a number of strikes, but we lost 4 big fish.
Yeah, we had probably 20 or 30 1
Yeah.
to 2 pound fish.
Right.
So it was a
Hey, well,
really good
folks, I
day.
tell you, Headwaters is alive and well, and you don't always catch and land the big fish. And hey, you guys are great fishermen, and I really appreciate
Thanks.
fishing with you guys. And hey, folks,
bringing us up.
hey, hit that likes button. I appreciate you watching this YouTube. We'll see you again soon.